It's often said that making mistakes is better than faking perfection. Why so? Because to err is human. We are neither robot, nor machine, nor computers. Therefore, we have some right to commit mistakes. And we have right to discuss mistakes also. Here we have some common errors in English tenses. I understand you are tired of tenses by now, but okay, this is the last time we will be discussing tenses, and next time something new will be discussed. So hello guys, this is session number 37, Language Mantra channel and Basic English. So let's discuss some common errors in English tenses. We have some examples here, the kind of examples we come across very frequently, and we are expected to commit this type of mistakes. So let's discuss. Number one, she did not wrote. Very typical mistakes among young students. She did not wrote. This is the exact sentence I came across in the exercise book of my son some 20 years ago. And I corrected it, and he went to the school and his teacher once again recorrected it and came back to this sentence, she did not wrote. That is a different story, but you locate the problem here. She did not wrote, we guess that this is a negative sentence, past tense and a negative sentence. So how to make a sentence negative? He does not write. Right? He or she does not write. In the past tense, it is expected to be he or she did not write, not she did not wrote. You cannot make past tense twice. Here, the use of past tense is done twice. If there is any auxiliary verb, that particular verb is grammatically operated on. So in that case, it is natural that she did not write would be the answer. I think you got it. He does not write, he did not write, she did not sing, she did not play, never she did not played. She did not play. This is the right frame of a sentence. Let's come to the second one. When the sun will appear, the clouds will disappear. Almost a similar type of mistake. But here it is future tense. And if you remember, this sentence has two parts. We discussed one in if clause. If you press the chalk, it will break. You remember that? The same sentence in future tense. When the sun will appear, this is one part, and this is a little bit incomplete part. And the complete part is the clouds will disappear. When you come across this type of sentences, conditional sentences, normally these conditional sentences begin with when, if, as soon as, then whether, before, when, etc. So whenever you come across this type of sentence, if it is in future tense, remember that future signature word shall or will comes only once, not twice. In a sentence with two clauses, that signature word shall or will come just once. Where? In the principal or main clause. In that case, the sentence will be when the sun appears, not will appear. It will be when the sun appears, the clouds will disappear. So in future tense, you will use this shall and will only once, not twice in a sentence. Number 3. We have 3 sentences here. And very frequently we commit this mistake. I have gone yesterday, number one. Number two, when has he learned the trick? Question mark. And third, she has returned home last week. Now, first one. I have gone yesterday. What's wrong there? You just use your eyes, not even your brain properly. I have gone. This is present perfect tense. So, present tense. So, how can you accommodate this yesterday in a present tense sentence? That is, I have gone. So, I have gone, this is fine. Forget yesterday, delete it, do away with yesterday, then I have gone is fine. But if you want to say yesterday, then I have gone yesterday is totally wrong. You have to say, I went yesterday. Present perfect tense never allows any specified or defined time. It allows a period of time, but never allows a specified or defined time. So yesterday is a defined time, specified time. So you should better use simple past tense in place of I have gone. You have to say I went yesterday. I went to see my parents yesterday, the day before yesterday, last Monday, last month, whatever. Next sentence, when has he learned the trick? This is interrogative sentence and the problem is the same. When has he learned the trick? Okay, for argument's sake, take this sentence for granted. Okay, this is a fine sentence. Then give the answer and see what comes. What will be the answer? He has learned the trick yesterday, or he has learned the trick last month. Then we land on the same problem. I have gone yesterday. And here the answer is, he has learned the trick yesterday. Again, this is wrong. The question itself is wrong. Question will be, when did he learn the trick? And answer will be, he learned the trick yesterday or the day before yesterday or last month, whatever. Now, she has returned home last week, same thing. She has returned home then last week. This is a confusion between present time and past time. Simply say, she has returned without last week. Or if you want to put last week, you have to say, she returned last week. Nothing else. She has returned last week is impossible. She returned last week is logical and acceptable. Then another type of common errors. I am waiting for you for 3 hours. I am waiting for you. This part is fine. This is present continuous tense. But for 3 hours, this time reference is again problematic. How? Present continuous tense deals with something that is temporary and that is taking place just now. Okay? So, time reference like this with any present continuous tense sentence is very difficult. So, what will be the answer? I am waiting for you for 3 hours. There are several possible answers. If you are still waiting, then best answer is I have been waiting for you for 3 hours. Still you are waiting. Or if you waited, then I waited for you for 3 hours. Or you can even say I have waited for you for 3 hours. That is also possible. 3 hours not specified. 3 hours we do not know which 3 hours. So best answer will be I have been waiting for you for 3 hours. I think you have understood the problem involved in this sentence. Then number 5. I am loving you or I am hating you. Oh, what kind of sentence is this? I am loving you. But I am loving you is impossible. Why? There are a set of verbs, they are called stative verb or static verbs. in which there is not much physical action, only mental action, or it reflects some emotional state, or it is cerebral totally. So when I say I love you, it ends there. You need not say anything more, or you cannot stretch the verb love, that I am loving you. It becomes a process. But when I utter my love for somebody, I cannot make it a process. This is just a statement. Then I love you is enough. I cannot say I am loving you. You have to do a lot many things. Then you say, I am doing this, I am doing that for your love, etc. and etc. But when you utter that love, you express your love, you just say, I love you or I hate you, not I am loving you or I am hating you. This is again possible when we say, he is misunderstanding me. No. Misunderstanding is just a matter of a point of time. It cannot be extended. So you say, he misunderstood me, he has misunderstood me, or he misunderstands me. But never, he is misunderstanding me. This is impossible. There are some more problematic words like this. One is apologize. So when you say, I am apologizing, this is again impossible. Why impossible? Because these verbs are incapable of stretching or say distancing the subject from the action. I explain. I apologize, I am the subject, and when I say I apologize, that process comes to an end there, like I love you. You cannot extend it. It is a state of your mind that you express that I am sorry, I have done something wrong, therefore I apologize. And there is no process of manifesting your apology in a longer process. Well, it is possible. In India, for example, the difference between big people, rich people, powerful people and humble poor people, there is a big gap between these two types of people. Now, suppose a very poor man has committed a wrong, or he is, accused of committing a wrong. He comes to the big person. What does he do? He comes with folded palms. Then he begins to squeeze his hand, and then gradually he squeezes his entire body. He apologizing. In that case, this verb, he is apologizing, is possible because he undergoes a process of action. That is physical. But when it is purely verbal, I just say I apologize. Things come to an end there. Therefore, present continuous tense with these verbs, apologize or even admit. I am admitting my fault now. I admit my fault. That ends there. And even I promise you a chocolate. I am promising you a chocolate is again wrong. I promise you a chocolate, that would be fine. So this is something that you must remember. There are certain verbs that cannot be extended. And whenever you use present continuous tense, you need some sort of extension of action. And these verbs do not allow you to do that. So remember that. Now, the last of the series. This is the first time I am watching a detective film. Something is wrong here. Maybe I am watching the film at this moment of time. Therefore, present continuous tense comes first in your mind. But here there is a problem. We have already said here that present continuous tense does not allow any specific time reference. Here we have this. This is the first time. This is a time reference. Actually, when you say, I am watching a detective film for the first time, you are trying to go back in terms of time and you are recollecting your experience, right? So this is impossible. So it is the first time or the second time or the third time, whatever. Whenever there is this kind of sentence. This is for the first time, or this is the first time, this is for the second time, this is the third time, whatever. If it is there, you just straight away go to the present perfect continuous tense. In that case, this sentence will be, this is for the first time I have been watching a detective film. Not I am watching. This is not possible here. So I have been watching a detective film for the first time, for the second time, or for the third time, whatever. And I think these examples will help you to improve your English. You try to understand what we have discussed so far, and we have a text also. You go to the text, read them very well, come back to the video again, watch it, and then if you have any problem, please contact us. We are ready to answer your questions. So I think this much today. Thank you very much. Have a nice time.